friends. Guess what? We're back up in my kitchen again. All right, today we are going to be making my favorite salad right now. It's like a watermelon-y, cucumber, garbanzo bean. Also, any reason for me to use this seasoning, the everything but the elote from Trader Joe's salad. Wow, I'm obsessed with this. I have been eating it very frequently. So we're gonna jump right in. The ingredients that you need for this recipe are honey, limes, red onion, mint, cucumber. I think the seedless tastes better. Maybe that's just me. Arugula, watermelon, some feta cheese, balsamic vinegar, extra virgin olive oil, garbanzo beans, everything but the elote seasoning, and chili powder. So the first thing that we need to do is get our garbanzo beans cooked. So to cook them, we're gonna preheat the oven to 400 degrees. Okay, and then the first thing that we need to do is we need to drain and rinse our garbanzo beans. Okay, so once your garbanzo beans are rinsed, we're gonna go ahead and lay them out on a baking sheet. And then I like to get them all nice and close. And then we're gonna take our everything but the elote seasoning and girl, be generous with it because this stuff is delicious. Okay. Then we're gonna take just a little bit of chili powder. And then some salt and pepper. Go ahead and grab your olive oil and you're gonna just drizzle a little bit on there. We don't wanna like drown them because then they don't get nice and roasty toasty. All right, and then once you do that, you just kind of want to like shake them around, make sure they all have seasoning, they all have olive oil, and then you just kind of want to spread them out a little bit. Perfect. So while we wait for the oven to preheat, we'll set this to the side and we'll start chopping the rest of our veggies. So first we're going to go ahead and chop up our red onion. And then you just kind of want to get the red onion into like as thin as slices as you can. Honestly, it'd probably be better for you to use a mandolin for this, but after I cut a chip out of my hand with the mandolin, I've decided against using her for a while. But yeah, the thinner you can get these cut, the more it'll kind of absorb the like marinade, I guess. Kind of pickling, kind of marinade that we're gonna put these onions into. So I used probably like a quarter of this onion. You don't have to use that much if you don't like onion, but I love onion, so I definitely used a good amount. Also, crying. So now that we have our onion cut up, we're gonna kind of get it like marinating a little bit. So in here, we're gonna put a little bit of olive oil, probably like a tablespoon. We're gonna do some balsamic, maybe like a teaspoon, maybe a little more. We're gonna do some chili powder, and this probably like a teaspoon also. That way you really get like the jam-packed flavor. And then we're gonna take a lime, and squeeze this guy on into here. And then let's go ahead and do one more line. And then we're gonna take some honey, add it in there and mix it all up. Alright, and then of course we're gonna put a little bit of salt and pepper in here. And then we're gonna throw our onions in. And this like kind of is gonna help them like absorb some of the flavors of the little like dressing, and it'll help kind of soften them up a little bit too. Alright, so we just wanna make sure they're covered. Perfect. And then these are just gonna sit while we make everything else. Okay, so I cheated and I bought pre-diced pieces of watermelon, but they are too big. So we're gonna make them a little smaller because we want this to be like nice and bite-sized. So we're just gonna cut this up, throw it in our bowl. Literally, as soon as I pull out the watermelon, my dogs are over here like, Mom, are you gonna give me some of that or what's going on? Okay, so we have a decent amount of watermelon in there now. So next thing we're gonna do is wash our mint and our cucumber, and then we're gonna chop that up and get it thrown in there. But first, a watermelon snack break. Oh, and our oven preheated, so I threw the chickpeas in there for 15 minutes on 400 degrees. All right, same thing with the cucumber. We're gonna do like nice, like bite-sized pieces. Try to keep everything kind of like the same size. Okay, so for us, this was probably like a cup of diced watermelon and half of an English cucumber. Gosh, this mint smells so good. So the only thing I don't like about this salad is that it doesn't taste the same if you don't put the mint in it. And I hate buying mint because it goes bad so quickly. And I don't know if you guys remember, but I had a mint plant that I was like trying to keep alive. Well, she's not with us anymore. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. Okay, and then this mint just smells so good, so I'm gonna be really generous on the mint. All right, and then I'm just gonna mix kind of what we have in here up. Gosh, it looks so pretty and it smells so delicious. The chickpeas were in the oven at 400 for 15 minutes. Timer beeped, so I took them out. I flipped them around and over, made sure they kind of got crispy on the other side, and popped them back in the oven for about 10 more minutes. So, time to pull them out. Ooh. Gosh, they look so good. I love a crispy little chickpea. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and let those cool down for a few minutes, and then we will get our last couple of ingredients in here and get it all assembled, and then start eating because I'm starving. So now our chickpeas are pretty much cooled down, so we're gonna throw those in here too. try to like put it from this giant pan into this bowl, but anything I can do to avoid more dishes, I'm gonna do. Okay, so we're gonna give this a quick mix now that the chickpeas are in there. God bless America, we got runaway chickpeas. Now we're gonna go ahead and throw our onion and dressing mix in. And then you just want to get that all kind of like mixed through and combined. And like you can tell, like the onions are a lot softer just because like they sat in that dressing. Like the balsamic and like the sugar from the honey kind of like helps break them down. Next we're going to take our feta cheese. And like if you really like cheese, throw a lot of it in there. You do you, girl. And then we'll go ahead and throw some, oh my gosh, look at that. There's a little flower. It's like a little arugula flower in my freaking salad blend. Wow, that's so cool. That was very unexpected, but not mad about it. I wonder if that's like an edible flower then. Because you know, like squash blossoms are edible. So now you just want to blend this and try not to make the biggest mess of your life. Perfect. All right, and there you go. Super easy, delicious watermelon salad. So good. It's a little bit tangy from the arugula and the chili powder and the onion. And then sweet, obviously, because of the watermelon. Gosh, I just love this salad. It's so good. I've actually meal prepped this, or like lunch prepped it, and had it for like a few days in a row. In fact, I'm gonna have some right now for lunch. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for joining me in the kitchen today. If you want more recipes like this, or if you wanna see how many times I can accidentally throw food out of a bowl next time, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much. Bye guys.